as many of you have said, this is an agenda of today. This is an agenda of tomorrow. We need to have the right voices and stakeholders at the table, being the youth representatives. So I'm delighted to give the floor soon to our youth voice in this meeting today. But let's first have a look at a quick video.
The Youth Advisory Panel will provide strategic advice to GCAC Dr. Professor Patrick Vercoen on youth engagement to drive the adaptation agenda.
We will also lead the Youth Adaptation Network
in engaging, empowering, and amplifying the role of youth in adaptation action.
We come from all over the world.
Ghana,
Australia,
Fiji Islands,
China,
Pakistan,
United Kingdom,
Canada,
Morocco,
Paraguay and Brazil,
Poland,
Trinidad and Tobago.
Together, we will work to ensure youth inclusiveness and engagement.
in regional, national, and subnational stakeholder fora for adaptation.
As thematic leads for the Youth Adaptation Network,
we will deliver capacity building initiatives for our members on adaptation-related themes at the regional level.
We will also manage the annual summary on the state of youth and adaptation.
Education, skill development, and access to climate information are vital for empowering young people.
Enabling vulnerable groups to become leaders of change.
We look forward to working with GCA's leadership to ensure that youth are at the centre of the global adaptation agenda. Adapt our world.
So we're absolutely delighted to have established today this youth advisory panel. What is important is not tokenistic, just sitting at a table doing speeches. No, we want youth to work with youth, to have concrete programs in the field to empower them. President Adesina has told me many times, this is not an advocacy agenda alone, it's an empowerment agenda through entrepreneurship, through development, through concrete action. I'm therefore delighted to have one of the members here with us today, Desmond Alugnoa. Please, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the opportunity, everyone. I want to take us a little back to the first question you asked in the remarks. Are the ambitions matching with the challenge we have today? And I think President of AFDB, Adesina, said this is a climate disaster. But then we have to talk about the people. To whom is this a disaster? It is the youth. And just a few months ago, the Youth in Adaptation report actually acknowledged that close to 2 billion people on this planet at the moment are young people between ages 14 and 25. These are the people who live in the communities. These are the people who struggle with their communities. And so therefore, they are the most exposed groups. That makes them the most vulnerable. And I believe we can all agree to this. It is very important to include young people at every stage of the discussion, because if you don't, you end up putting them together in one box as youth. And forgetting that this youth that we talk about is a group of different people who have diversity of needs. They face the climate impact at different levels, and their response should be different. And so therefore, we need a fair, equal representation of such groups at all decision-making levels. While we appreciate that now we have the Youth Advisory Board that is determined to seed the minds of the CEO and the team with information right from the grassroots, we also want to still stress on the point that you need to work with us. From all the statements that I've seen here, I think we still miss quite a lot of what exactly is the plan of youth engagement and what exactly is the plan for youth inclusion. Whether it is action, whether it is partnerships, or it is finance. And I think this is the point where we start to draw those lines. This is the point where we start to invite young people, and this is the point where we start to question ourselves of where we are heading and with whom. Thank you.
Thank you also again, Desmond, for your strong words. reminding us that youth is not one group, it's differentiated, it is specific needs, so we need to apply those specific needs in a tailored manner. I'm also extremely grateful, Desmond, that you accepted our invitation to join this youth advisory panel indeed.